Hello everyone, my name is Aditi and I am a student member of IEEE Women in Engineering Singapore section. I would like to welcome you to this session, an interactive and inspirational series known as Women in Engineering, Science and Tech. It's a proud initiative by IEEE WEI Singapore chapter. In this series, we interview successful women who have been trailblazers in their respective domains and whose story we feel is worthy of sharing as female leaders and mentors who can be an inspiration to so many other women out there and can offer advice and insights that can help women all over the world unleash their full potential. Today, we have Dr. Noori Kim joining us. Dr. Noori Kim is an assistant professor at Newcastle University in Singapore in the Electrical and Electronic Engineering Department. She is a chair of IEEE Women in Engineering Singapore Affinity Group. She has extensive experience in electrical, electronics, computer engineering teachings from fundamental to practical topics. Based on her multidisciplinary background, her general research interests are fluorine mechanics, future healthcare, MEMS, electromagnetics, acoustics, and embedded systems, IoT, which spans computer, electrical, and mechanical engineering systems. So without further ado, let's start with the questions, Dr. Nuri. So the first question is, when you first began your career many years ago, did you ever imagine that you would be a leader in your own profession?
Like most other interviewers that we had for last several months, maybe for a year, I really didn't imagine myself be here and also to be interviewed by this amazing amazing WIE members. As introduced, I am serving as a chair in IEEE Women in Engineering Singapore Affinity Group. And it has been indeed my privilege working and collaborating with our WIE members. And the bonding and supporting in this group are more than just social business. Our network promotes and helps each other. Also, we encourage each other with friendship and also caring. We plan and organize many social events each year to influence women engineers annually. Networking and mentoring events are also the part that we are heavily focused on besides our technology-oriented events. And like I mentioned, I didn't imagine myself leading this group, amazing group, but I am glad to be a part of this amazing society as my professional career. And I want to continue my my work as a part of WIE members, even after my term as a chair is finished. I want to continue contributing for this WIE society.
Thanks, Nuri. I think that's a wonderful answer. I completely agree. The support and the mentorship even I have received in the WIE Singapore section is amazing, and I guess that's what is making me stick to this group. So, moving on to the next question. As a female leader, what has been the most significant barrier in your career and how did you overcome it?
I think mostly myself. I think I have been the most significant barrier in my life, meaning always overcoming myself has been the most challenging part of the part of my life. Sometimes when things get harder or challenging, I want to give up. But the spirit is we have this can-do spirit, which drives us and drives myself. And I think that's why I have been able to sustain in my area also with this professional career success in WIE.
Yeah, I think that's very deep. The mind that can do so many things can also limit us at times.
Right.
So moving on to the next question, what are some strategies that can help women to be a leader in engineering and technology?
Well, I think we should believe in something that a woman in engineering signifies the personalities and characteristics of the individual, which include integrity and perseverance and also self-control. We should believe in ourselves. Most of the woman in engineering, she is a survivor, and it is not easy to continue studying or working on a subject without strong will and passion if a person is minority. Therefore, a woman in engineering who perseveres when facing obstacles represent a strong enthusiasm for engineering. So also, gender equality is critical. Gender equality in engineering is not achievable in short period. We should continue and never stop our effort to improve the situation and promote our next generation women engineers. Mentoring and networking would be good ideas to give our hands to young female engineers to be.
I think the community as a group, it becomes stronger that even though we are a minority, when we stick together supporting each other, the bond would be stronger and we can definitely grow bigger.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks for a good comment, Kritika.
Right. The next question is, have you drawn professional inspiration from other women? Tell us about someone who has inspired you.
I would say from other women, I should talk about my supervisor. I graduated Woman University, one of the best woman university in Korea. I got my bachelor and master degree over there. So I am very proud of my university. And my supervisor for my master's degree and also my final year project for my UG undergraduate school, she has been Professor Kim Myung-hee. She has been my muse and inspiring. She always gave me an inspiration for researching, and her passion toward her work always inspired me, and also her cares and love toward her students, include myself, always inside of me. And when I think of her, there are a lot of things that I should learn from her, and it really gives me a lot of. She always gives me a lot of reflections by looking at her path and the way that she walked as a researcher. Really inspired myself, and yeah, that she is the one that I can count on in terms of this professional inspiration from other women. And also, I cannot take apart my WIE members for this agenda. I inspired by our WIE Singapore members. Like we have a few, we have our first interviewer, she's our like godmother for our WIE Singapore WIE group. Aisha Area, our former WIE chair, and our Shilpa vice chair, and Kirtika and Aditi, who always lead in this interview session, your effort, and not in this interview, but Bhagya, who always supports her inside out. And we have a lot of amazing WIE members who always inspire me for every matter, every single matter. Yeah, so I feel I'm very lucky person to work with these amazing people around me.
And I think we are equally lucky to be working with you and all of the women in engineering team. I think Kritika would definitely agree with this as well. And I think this is a common thing that among all of the interviews that we've conducted so far, each and every woman leader says this, that she has a strong group of a strong network of women who have supported her, and she basically continues the support and the empowerment for other women. So I think that's very inspiring.
Right, right.
So coming to the last question of this interview. So Dr. Noori, your journey has been more than empowering. What will be one profound piece of advice that you would give to aspiring young women in tech today?
Well, I have to say only one, right? I think we just discussed about this, the importance of networking while being a woman engineer. So just encapsulate everything under this topic, like networking is important. I want to elaborate a bit more about my thoughts on this. So I really want to say that please be proactive and take ownership of your own work and help each other and extend your network. Try to be part of a social network in your early engineering career path. That would be a wonderful piece of your work and your outcome when you look back maybe 10 to 20 or 30, 40 years later. And also always think about valuing gender equality because it would help bias and conformity issues in engineering research environment. When you are doing your work, it would broaden perspectives and diversify the range of opinion on particular engineering problems. Eventually, acting for gender equality will be an essential step to mature the field of engineering. So yeah, just try to broaden your network and then valuing gender equality in your field. That would be a wonderful step forward for especially for young female engineers or female engineers to be.
Right. Thank you so much, Noori, for that very inspiring piece of advice. Kritika, do you have any final thoughts or comments?
No, she was talking about the woman that she was inspired by her mentor, her supervisor. But I think Noori is also such an inspiration to us, where the care that she shows to all the members, even on an individual basis, like a mother, she takes care of all of us, and it's really nice that how she took that value out and she's actually implementing it in her life. And thank you so much for that.
And thank you everyone for your wonderful work and wonderful support. And I really appreciate your hard work